Everything is smashed.
Gonna put new ones?
Maybe we can do it.
But that's bringing it back to the way it was.
It will be.
This is not good.
If it's smashed in, it's very bad. We didn't start it yet.
Hold on, you're telling me we can start it and it doesn't work? It's been over 60 days and one of these trucks are now complete. There's 4 things I want to talk about in this video. Number 1, we're going to talk about the driver and what happened to him. Number 2, we're going to talk about the outrageous towing bill and how I dealt with it. Number 3, we're gonna go behind the scenes and show you guys what we thought originally when the truck got into an accident, how much we estimated the repairs to be, and then we're gonna get into with Alex how much the repairs actually cost us. Number 4, we're gonna put these 2 trucks side by side and we're gonna get random people to come in here to see if they can guess which one of these trucks got into the accident. And then you guys have to stay until the end so I can tell you guys what I learned from this experience. If anybody else is a fleet owner, an owner-operator, a lease operator, please wait till the end of this video because it's going to teach you something that I learned, a very valuable lesson here. So let's get into it. So let's give you a little bit of background information on what happened to the driver. So the driver just completed a reset here in Ontario, and he was 4 hours into his shift when he actually fell asleep on the wheel. As he fell asleep, thank God the truck rolled to the right and not the left, because it would have been a completely different story if he would have swerved to the left. Once he woke up, it was already too late and he was on the guardrail. Now, and the driver walked out without a single scratch on him. Now again, after every accident, we have to do a post-accident drug test, so to make sure that the driver wasn't, drunk or that he didn't have any drugs in his system. So after any accident, especially an accident like this, the rule is 3 or 4 hours, the driver has to do a drug and alcohol test. The driver came out obviously clean, and we had another driver in the area, which basically took the driver back to the GTA while this whole thing got resolved and cleaned up. Another thing you guys should know, the driver was in his early 60s, over 30-something years of experience, maybe even 40 years of experience, working here for a while. There's a clean driving record. The guy was flawless, and he just said, listen, I don't know what happened. I just fell asleep on the wheel. And you could see that from the dash cam footage. The driver just literally fell asleep. Now you think that, okay, maybe he was overworked, but the guy, just finished the reset and literally was, 4 hours into his shift. So, these things do happen. And when they do happen, you kind of have to look at the bright side of things. Number 1, if that truck would have swerved to the left, there would have been fatalities. I would not lose about $150,000. It'd probably be a couple of $1 million claim and a lawsuit my way. Of course, obviously, especially if there would have been fatalities. But thank God, sometimes you need more luck than brains. And the truck swerved to the right, hitting the guardrail. We just got left paying the bill for the tow bill. We had to pay for all the repairs and maintenance. And we probably thought it was gonna be around the $150,000 altogether in order to, finish this whole thing up. But I'll walk you guys through. Now make sure you're here till the end of the video so I could tell you everything that I've learned. So if you're a small fleet owner, owner-operator, trust me, you wanna stay until that end of the video. Now the second part of this video, we're gonna talk about the towing bill. Now this part really boils my blood. Towing companies feel like they can do whatever they want and charge how much they want, as much as they want, whatever they feel like doing, pretty much until today have gotten away with it. I'll tell you the little story about what happened with me and this tow bill. So first invoice that I received is $68,210 in order to clean up the rollover. There was plywood all over the place. I mean, yes, I would say it's a pretty big mess, but when I started going through this tow bill, I think it's, excuse my language, but f***ing outrageous that it would charge $68,000 for a f***ing cleanup crew. I really want to show you the audience of how I dealt with it. Now, if you're gonna let your insurance company deal with these things, they're just gonna, write a check. They're gonna send it to the tow bill company. And then what's gonna happen is when it comes time to renew your insurance, for them, they don't care. It's all pluses and minuses. They're not gonna deal with these tow bills. They're not gonna negotiate rates. They're not gonna do shit. They're just gonna literally take out a checkbook, and that's what these towing companies are used to, especially when you're not the one calling the service. So if this happens to you on the highway, literally it's, the state troopers that will just call whoever is in the area, and they'll tell them to, clean this up, and then you get a bill that's just f***ing out of whack. Just like we had here, which is $68,000. Now, what can you do? So I've heard of, things that are happening right now in the industry where the law is starting to get on our side, where let's just say we are in the state of Illinois and in whatever jurisdiction, who cares about the jurisdiction, that you would just open up you know, an emergency motion, because these tow companies, what they like to do is they like to hold on to your truck, your trailer, and the cargo, and they literally take it hostage until you pay the bill or the insurance company pays the bill. Now, what I would like to see more happening in our industry is, you know, the ability to go to the courtroom and say, guys, this is a fucking outrageous bill. We'd like to give the money to the courtroom and let the court decide, you know, what is fair and what is not fair. I think it could be easily done, you know, as an emergency motion. The judge would force the tow bill company to release the truck, the trailer, and the cargo, and then the courts would have the money, and then you would duke it out later with the tow company. That's what I'd like to see more of happening, and I'm starting to hear stories that these things are happening just because of how far they've gone, these tow truck companies, and how they're billing. What I tried to do with this one is I tried to take it upon myself. I really didn't want to go to war with any tow company. I just wanted them to be reasonable. So I'd really like for you to see how I got this tow bill from $68,000 and I got it down to round 3 was $53,000. But I want you to carry you through some of my conversations, just quick snippets of it, of my conversations. I recorded it because I feel like at the end of the day, they did work with me. I still think that $50-something thousand is outrageous for a tow bill. The tow bill must have been probably no more than 40 or 50 miles from where the accident happened to their actual yard. But still, yes, I got the $68,000, and then I was able to get them down to $53,000, which is $15,000. And if you think that anybody from the insurance company is going to do what I did, they will not. So I'm going to leave all my thoughts to the end of this video. I really want to take a couple of minutes at the end of the entire video to tell you about, you know, my entire process and what I thought and what I believe that we should be doing out there as an industry as a whole. But let's first see some of the clips from my conversations with the tow truck owner of this company. Now, my job is not to expose people for what they do. My job that I feel like I'm doing is just creating awareness for all of you people out there, anybody in our industry, that these things can be done and you can negotiate with the tow truck company on the outrageous bills that they send over. All right, so let's hear some of the clips. So I know that the insurance companies are have gone deaf or silent on this one, from what I understand, from what she's saying.
They've been out, and I think they looked at everything, but we haven't heard any more out of them, though.
Yeah, so I mean, they've kind of taken the position that something about excess billing, it's not right. What do we do from here? It's too much. You know, I went over the invoice. I just got a copy of it today. Of the full invoice of the tow and the charges. I'm just, you know, giving you a call before they start taking their steps of what they want to do. I just want to see if we can maybe somehow come to some resolution on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, there's a few things here that maybe you can explain them to me. I mean, skid steer at John Deere excavator, $550 an hour. Skid loader with grapple, $450 an hour. I mean, you know, it looks just an extremely heavy bill that they're having an issue with.
I would love to try to find a place to get this worked out. I mean, our rates are posted with the state police. So, I mean, we've been sitting here a long time. I thought maybe he was in the process with the insurance.
So, you know, I mean, yes, so I'll tell you what, you know, what I'm trying to avoid is I was on a meeting today with the insurance and the adjuster, and they want to basically open up an emergency motion to get this shit out of your yard, to take the truck, the trailer, to post a bond in court, and to basically say that absolutely not, there should not be $68,000 worth of billing for this. Whether they're going to be successful or not or whatever, I said, you know what, hold your horses and let me give this guy a call, because I don't want that. I don't want that route. I don't want anybody putting liens on my equipment or other equipment of mine. And like, I understand both sides of it, but I would much prefer just to talk to you and to explain to you where I'm coming from.
Here's my problem. Since they haven't even contacted us and said, hey, and I'm glad you're doing that. I appreciate that. I'd rather talk this through and work it through. You know, I'm just going to hypothetically throw this out there. Okay, so what happens if I made my rotator go from $1,400 to $1,100 each, you know, an hour? So it's $300 an hour, and there's $3,600. I mean, what's going to make them happy? I mean, is $5,000 going to make them happy, or $30,000 going to make them happy? Because if they think, you know, if they think I'm going to cut $25,000 out of this bill, there's no way, you know, let's go to court, try to get a bond against me, because I've seen a lot more outrageous bills, and I'm not, this is not outrageous. That was a lot of work. I'm
not trying to take away from any of the work that you did. Okay?
Yeah. I know that.
I see here a 68.
I don't know if it's going to make them happy.
So you're right about the $25,000-$30,000 and that's why they're taking this extra step, or they want to take this extra step.
To get 30 grand out of this, I can't do it.
I don't think
mean,
anybody's. I don't
the
think.
30
I don't think they're going after 30, but they are going after. I don't want to say 5 and 10 because that's not what's going to
Yeah.
help it. If I can,
Yeah.
and I'm just being open and honest with you, okay? If we can get this bill to
Yeah.
about 40, 42, I want to have another call with them and to make sure that is significant enough.
I'm just going to try to work it and cut some of my rates down, but chances are you and I are probably never going to meet again or do work together, but maybe you're out all the time, and maybe you'll remember that we work with you and you'll call us. But, I'm probably going to at least want my storage then, because they did drop the ball on that for the last 5 weeks. Because, they could have come to us within 7 to 10 days and said, hey, we don't necessarily agree with this, too, but instead they just kind of
So
sat
I'll tell
on it,
you, so I think they had to get other parties involved, and that's the problem. Like once they have counsel looking at this, once they have this side of their insurance, whoever that looks at this bill, to get these people took a lot longer maybe than they had expected. It's a lot longer than getting me on the, just to have a look at this bill. And I was like, okay, you know what? Yes, this bill can be, if somebody came to me and I have bills like this also and asked me to do what I'm asking you to do, I'm sure we can find a few line items here that we can either, make disappear or do something, even without cutting your hourly rate, right? Maybe you can leave the line items there without giving a discount. I would really appreciate it, and I promise you that once, we come to that understanding, it will take me about 48 hours to get you a check going and get moving on this.
Let me work on this over the next 24 hours. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, I'll reach out to you Wednesday morning, and we'll go from there. How about that?
Perfect. I really appreciate your help, and we'll speak on Wednesday or whenever you get back to me.
Okay. Thanks for taking my call.
Not
Take
a problem.
care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Right.
I don't know if he's gonna actually do something or he's just gonna say, sorry, I can't do anything. He might come back and say I can't do anything because it's too big of a discount of what you want.
You went 42, why? 50, Ronen.
Because I felt from him that I
Tweak it a little bit, yeah.
I felt that I can maybe a little bit.
But it was 68 grand and you wanted half, 40% off. You just went to 40, 42. If you would have told him 50, it might have run, he might have got...
But I just felt that he is more than reasonable. It wasn't, he didn't get on the call and say, go F yourself, I'm not doing shit, do this and do that. I'm sure he also wants to save the time. And maybe the fact that they took a long time is a good thing.
$10,000 is definitely doable from 68 to 58. Plus
I wanted 42.
Plus you're waiving the 10.
Oh, there's on top of this 10?
10. You have
10 on top of this?
that. Yes, this is not including the storage. The storage is another 10 grand. So you're at 78. 78 minus, if he gives you the 10 off and another 10 off, you're 20 off, you're 58 grand. If he agrees to that. That's what he said. I can move 5,000.
From this. 5,000 from... So
Storage.
that's the thing. He already agreed to take out 5 and the 10.
Exactly.
He already agreed to 15 off the bat. So I pushed him to 25.
You said 25 before the storage. You said 42 before storage. He thinks...
He thinks
before
what? 42?
storage,
30, 42 plus 10?
Yeah, so now, that's why he thinks that it's too high. That you're at too low. Sorry, you're wanting to reduce too much. So if he comes back and says, listen, I can do 50, 52.
Then I'll tell him, make it 48, 47, and we'll call it a day. Just make a 4 over there. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay tuned.
3 days later.
Okay, so this happened on the 15th, I believe. Yeah, it happened on the 6/15. Let's just say if we went through the end of the week, because it's probably going to take, that long. So it'd be 40 to 41 days of storage. What I was going to propose was, if you guys could get this taken care of by the end of the week, at least paid and funded, then I would give you till like the middle of next week to get the equipment out of there. So, but I would lock the storage in at 30 days. So you're talking $9,000 in storage. Unit 89 and Unit 90, I dropped the price per hour by $200. On Unit 83, I dropped the price from $1,150 to $1,100, so I dropped that by $150 an hour. And I'm willing to take out the traffic control truck, so that was $5,700, and I took off the admin fee. So I'm willing to drop the bill by $9,600 and lock in the storage at 30 days. If you guys can get me funded by the end of the week, and then give you till like next Wednesday to get the equipment out of there.
Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to sway them with with these fees. So that's the only problem that I'm dealing with.
So what do you? Yeah, but if you're going to pay us, what are you proposing you're going to pay us?
The options that they have on the table to handle this, they feel like they can get a lot more going a different route, and I don't want to go that route, and I would need a little bit more help from your side. The storage, if you can help me out anywhere, it should be in the storage. I have 3 acres myself. It does not cost the amount of fees that you're charging for storage, or like $10,000 for a truck trailer. Like, only you know what you can do, right? But where you can play around, and I would appreciate it if you can come down to, I need the entire bill, everything with it, to be under the 42, 43, and I will take care of this by this Friday.
There's no way I can do that, because you're talking, the original bill was 68 and some change. Then you're talking $11,000-$12,000 in storage. So you're talking 80 grand. So you want me to cut that in half, and I'm dropping roughly close to $12,000. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be reasonable.
If I had this on my desk and knowing that I'm dealing with somebody reasonable, we would have been way past this.
I just don't know why they let it. It would have been nice if they would have responded and said, "Hey, we don't like your bill. We're not happy." Then you and I could have started talking, or somebody could have started talking, versus just letting it sit there for 30 days wondering what's going on. So.
Yeah. Are you able to give me something in writing and put it under the 60? And then I'm telling you right now, I will come back at you one more time, but I will get it closed off. I will come back at you one more time, but I will get it solved within the next 48 hours.
Thank you.
Okay? And I will get this all sorted out before Friday. Hopefully. It's my intention, for sure. Where we are right now with this. So I have a bill for $68,000 plus another $10,000 in storage fees. That's $78,000. Now, I was able to get him down right now. Hopefully we'll get it in writing to about $60,000. He was able to drop his price of about $18,000. I'm hoping that I'm going to get this at $55,000. I made about $20,000 saving and not getting the insurance involved. Also, with talking to somebody reasonably, without the screaming, without the FU, without any of that stuff. He is a reasonable person on the other line. I'm dealing with somebody good. I'm happy that I'm dealing with him, because I think that we can get a deal going on, and then I will make sure you guys are a part of the next call with him. All right, well, that was after my first 2 conversations with this guy. I was able to get the bill down right now to $58,000. Now, I still think that from $68,000 to $58,000, I think I did a pretty good job. But I feel like I could do even better. I really feel like this guy got me on the bill. It should not be, by my calculations or by talking to other tow truck companies, this bill should not have been more than about $25,000, maybe $22,000, $25,000, $27,000. I really got my ass handed to me. And there's only so much that I can do without getting courts involved or lawyers involved and dragging this out. And let's, call a spade a spade. He is holding my truck, trailer, and cargo hostage. So I was able to get the bill down to $58,000. I am going to stretch this out a couple of more days, give him a call back again, tell him it's not good enough. We'll see how far we can get. And now listen to the remainder conversations that I have and how I settled it with him. So I had a meeting yesterday. And it went, I guess, it went okay. We talked about the bill. We talked about the next steps. We're already on a good path. Just, leave it to me. I'll have a solution by Friday. I told them not to get involved. I don't want them, getting involved at all or sending in any of their stupid goons. So I looked at the invoice. I think we've come a long way. We took out the 10 or 12 for the storage. We took out I think it came in at $10,000 cheaper. So definitely in the right direction. I did tell you that, it wasn't going to be enough for them. So I'm willing to throw in about $10,000, which is probably the max that I would be able to do. So I have their 42 plus I have my 10. So I have $52,000 to work with. And unfortunately, that's all I have.
I've come a lot, and I want to work with you, and I want to get this done. It was a huge job. It was a nightmare. It was on a Sunday. I'm paying my guys time and a half. I'd go 55, even 55, and give you till, August 1st to get all the equipment out of there. Storage free, and what's left on the trailer. But that's the best I can do is 55. And I'm trying to be very, very, very reasonable, and I want to work with you guys. And I don't know how much trucking you doing, the U.S., but, if you're in Northern Illinois, I want to earn your business if you need something.
I'll tell you something, okay? I've never had this kind of experience with anybody in the tow truck business world. Okay, usually it's go f yourself, and we'll see you. We're holding. We're this or that. So I honestly had an unbelievable experience. You've come a long way, and I really appreciate that. And I'm willing to step in and throw in $10,000 of my money that I'm willing to clear everything up. Hopefully by this Friday that you get paid for everything. I'll push hard on it. But I really need to be I can't come out of pocket more than that.
And I get it. Let me ask you this. I'm just trying to be reasonable. We're both businessmen. We're both here, to do what's best for our organizations.
Yeah.
You were at 52. I was originally, I'd come down to 58 something, or I think it was 59. Let's just call it 59, whatever it was. You know what I mean? And I dropped another 3 or 4 to go to 55, and you're stuck at 52. I mean, can you squeeze 12 and just go to 54? And we both gave, and you won, and maybe I get to good recognition from you. I want to be fair. I want to be reasonable, and I want to do business. I'm all about doing business and relationships. In business, you got to have relationships. You have to.
So you're asking me to come out more than $10,000 out of pocket.
2,000, 12,000. I mean, I'm coming down a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you all the storage, and
got it.
I'm just
Okay,
asking for
you got my final counter offer. Let's just meet in the middle. We're 52. We'll do 53, and we'll call it a day. Okay. Please don't ask me to come up more. Let's just do it. 53.
I'll do it. I just give me good recognition. Keep me in mind in the future. And hey, let's keep in touch. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it.
For sure. All right. So let's just revise the invoice. And then I will already take care of. I'll have one more meeting with the insurance company, and I will write you an email on how you're getting paid.
Okay.
Okay, and then we will start after you get paid. We'll start making the arrangements to get the equipment out of there.
Thank you.
Okay, I really appreciate your time. I really, I wish there were more people like you out there.
Well, I do try, and it's been a pleasure working with you, and I just want to keep the relationship going. So thank you.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you very much.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we were able to get him down to $53,000. Now after that, we did send over some release forms basically saying I can't come after him, he can't come after me after this is paid for. $53,000. Now I came back to the insurance company say, hey, I settled the invoice for $53,000. Please write him a check. So I literally just saved myself $15,000 US, and for us Canadians, that's close to about $20,000. So that was the story with the repair bill, and now we're going to go behind the scenes. We talk about what we thought it was gonna cost to fix the truck. Okay, so we guessed it, I guessed it, Alex guessed it, Roman guessed it. I think a couple of people guessed it in this office. What would it cost in order to fix this truck? So let's take you there. Alex, it's been 60 days.
Yeah.
And one of these trucks are the one that you put together. So which one is it? I have no idea, but I'm gonna guess soon. But I want you to walk us through everything that was done to the truck, whichever one of these trucks. How did you end up putting it together, and what did we...
From the front of the truck to the back of the truck, and we go piece by piece. If it was the bumper, if it was the hood, if it was the grill, if it's the mirrors, if it's the windshield,
Shit, this is insane.
the tires, the fenders, and one by one we fix. And then after we address it, we start it up, we check everything, all the sensors, we got rid of all the check engines, fix all the wiring issues, and here we are.
Unbelievable. So you're saying one of these is the truck that got into an accident?
Yeah, I don't know if it's or this one or that one.
That's unbelievable. Wow. All
They
right.
look
Now,
shine.
the safety department hates my guts because I forced them to take off the stickers, so I wouldn't know based on the unit numbers. So for this video, Alex, approximately price point, where did we hit? So originally you guessed 70,000,
Yeah.
and I guessed 50, I guessed, yeah. And Roman said 60.
We go around the 30.
30,000?
30,000, yeah.
That's kid-
It's plus minus 32,000. All in.
32,000.
Yes.
All, for everything.
All in.
Hold
All
on
in.
1 second. But you cheated though. You took some parts from a different
Yeah,
truck.
we use some used parts and we recycle. Like if the hood was damaged, we repair it. So the body shop take the money for the labor.
Okay.
But we put new tires, we put used rim and stuff like that. We recycle some stuff.
That's
but
amazing.
the majority of stuff like the fairings and stuff, it's new. The mirrors are new. The windshield are new.
Well, they even have the same tires.
Come see the other side, yeah.
Whoa, this is the side that got hit, no?
No, it's lay on the other side.
Okay.
It's lay on the other side. No, if you look inside, it's pretty new.
Oh, nice. Hold on 1 second. But it was the driver's side, so it's either this side or that, where the driver's side was all smashed in, right?
Yeah, it's the driver's side was smashed in.
Okay.
But you cannot say that it was in an. It's brand new. Like
Shit. That's unbelievable. All right, so you want me to guess which one?
you can try. Show me some signs.
I'll tell you, the chrome over there looks new.
Oh no, the chrome, I tell you, it was washed, so it was acid wash, so everything here is different.
Yeah, but that chrome on that truck is shinier than this chrome on this truck.
Ah.
So that's why I have
okay,
a feeling.
okay.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling is that one, but to tell you the truth, I mean, I'm not a mechanic, I'm just we're gonna get a couple of people to do the exact same thing. We're gonna bring them over here and they're gonna check for themselves and guess which truck is the one that got into an accident. So if I had to guess, and the only reason I'm guessing, so now I'm looking at this truck a little bit closer, just because the chrome here looks new.
Oh, because it's shiny.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's much shinier. So I'm gonna have, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess. 1 second. In the other truck, the discs were off. Everything was off, right?
Yeah.
Those air tank. There was like some sort of tank.
Tanks, yeah, the air tanks was on top. The tires was smashed.
Hold on. The tires were all smashed. These two tires were all smashed up. Okay.
Yeah.
So these look like brand new tires.
Yeah.
So I have to go with. So I'm gonna go with this truck just because these two tires are new, and this one, I don't know what this is. This looks fairly good, and all this was all busted up. So you're telling me 30,000 you fixed the entire thing, start to
Everything.
finish?
I can show you invoice. I can share with you the invoice, but
All right.
you can. You know what? Let's do it better.
Stop somebody.
Stop a guy from the street. Or you want me to call somebody from safety?
Let's call somebody from safety while I try to stop somebody else from the street. We'll see. If I had a $100 bill, it would be easier.
Chip Jack, yeah.
Tatiana from our safety team, I want you to guess which one of these two trucks were in an accident. All right, just by looking at it, see if you can tell which one was in the accident. It's tough? What are you thinking? Think out loud. I want to hear what you're thinking in your mind.
You can look inside.
They look the same inside. Identical.
What I'm thinking, the Alex doing their job. Probably this one, guys.
Why did you guess this one?
I don't know, I feel like it.
Okay, all right. I need your help. You got it? All right. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good,
You
good.
look good.
Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna show you a picture, okay? One of these two trucks, this was them, okay?
Okay.
Was destroyed. They just finished repairing it, and I want you to see if you can guess which truck was it.
For real?
For real, this is one of them.
Shape first, nice. Dress up, look like you. Gentle.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to find which one it was in the accident. For real.
I'll show you the body again. That's the body.
Yeah. It's, I think you're fooling around with me. This is all brand new.
No.
Both is brand for real.
No, it's not. I promise.
one
you.
of them was
One
repaired.
One of them is this truck.
So you don't pull my leg.
I'm not pulling. I
No,
promise.
no,
No, I wouldn't pull. I wouldn't do that on camera.
Maybe a sticker. Maybe this one.
This one,
Because I find out with the sticker it's old. That's why I'm guessing this one.
but by looking at the body, you can't tell.
No, both of them. like brand new 2026.
No,
That's
just
why
to
I
guess
drive
the
now.
truck. Guess the
For
truck.
real.
For real.
Because I saw the sticker over there is pulling out. I'm guessing this one, it was an accident.
All right, we got 2
Ah.
votes on that one vote on this one. You guys will all find out at the end of this video. Can I show you something? You see this picture right here? This is one of these 2 trucks. Can you guess which one it is? It just got fixed right now. It's finished repairing.
Both truck is brand new. Big interview.
But if you had to guess one of them, which one would it be? The one on the left or the one on the right?
No.
Maybe have a better look. Look at it again, maybe.
Один не узнал. Водитель один не узнал, это второй.
This one? Why did you say this one? No, but why? Was it something?
Yeah, I
that-
am right. You see the driver side.
Ну, все,
Yeah.
все, Женя, они уходят.
Yeah.
Это все уходит.
So the driver's side mirror was replaced.
Yeah.
So which one do you think it is? This one or that one?
Yeah, no, that was the one.
This is the new one?
Yeah,
This is the new one?
yeah, this is the display.
This is the old mirror.
Yeah, this is the new one.
This is the new one? Yes? Okay, so he guessed this truck. You didn't see when they lined up these trucks, right? You don't know which one is which. All right. I want you to guess which one of these 2 trucks got into an accident. Did you see the before? That's the truck before. Okay? And one of these 2 trucks is the after.
Okay.
So I want you to guess which one it is, if you can. All right. Let's have a walk around.
Well, I think this is this one.
How did you guess so fast?
Because it has no covers, and I saw there was no covers on the
Ah,
broken
okay.
one.
So all right. So it's not fair because he knows that this truck didn't have the covers. Good guess. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Is it worked?
I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's the one. It's the one. It's that one. No. It's a good guess. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. This is correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What have I learned? So this is what I learned by doing this video, okay? By doing this video, I learned that people are so quick to throw things away. I had so many comments, okay, about these trucks, about it's never gonna be the same. It's gonna cause you a lot of problems. We don't know what kind of problems these things are gonna cause us in the future. Or the truck that's repaired, we don't know what kind of problems it's gonna cause us. But what I do know is that people thought it was gonna be a fortune to fix it. And when you take the time and when you have the right people working with you, like Alex, our Red Seal mechanic, plus the body shop that we work with, but when you have the right people, you can really stitch it together. Now, I was floored, and Roman was floored, and Alex was floored by the fact that this truck cost us $32,000 to put together. A lot of the parts were recycled from, for other trucks that we had here laying around, but the fact of the matter is we were able to piece this truck together for about $32,000. Now, so that's lesson number 1. People are very quick to throw things away. Now, again, it might be because of the world that we live in today. Everybody has no patience. Everybody wants to, quick and get things out of the way, and everybody wants something new, right? Nobody wants to, nobody wants to fix anything anymore. You see the same thing with electronics. You see the same thing with literally everything. So with trucks, the same thing. One hit, one rollover, and that's it. Throw the thing in the way. Let's get an insurance claim. The second thing I learned from this video is when I was dealing with the towing companies. The biggest lesson for me that I learned from this is that, if you don't take fleet owners out there, if you don't take matters into your own hands, you're just gonna be writing, an open checkbook. The insurance companies, they could care less, okay? Whether it was $75,000 tow bill or $60,000 tow bill or a $53,000 tow bill, because at the end of the day, it's coming out of your pocket, okay? Not literally coming out of your pocket, but if they're gonna write a $75,000 check, your premiums are gonna go up the next year and you're gonna be paying off for that no matter what, okay? So that's what I learned. The way that I negotiated with the person over the phone, the way that I was able to talk to them. Now, you don't need to, belittle people. You don't need to say F this and F that. You saw the way I spoke to him. I wanted it to come from him. He has my freight, he has my truck, and he has my trailer all. Yeah, and if he wants, he could take it hostage, So that's the last thing that I want to do. So I definitely learned, that if you got to take matters into your own hands when you're negotiating. That one phone call or the series of 3-4 phone calls, it saved me $15,000 US. Okay? The last thing that I learned from this video is fuck, Alex is pretty good. I mean, unbelievable. So yes, I mean, I guess it wasn't fair because I didn't know which truck it was, but I knew what to look out for. But I'm pretty sure that if these two trucks go on the road and these two trucks get dirty the same way and you brought them into a parking lot, it'd be very hard to tell which one of these two trucks got into an accident and which one of these trucks was in the accident, okay? So the last thing that I learned is Alex is awesome in his repair facility. I think he's amazing. Make sure you're a part of this channel. We do a lot of creative stuff. Yes, it took me a lot of time. Safety department hates my guts because I forced them to take off all the stickers so we can do this video properly. But stay tuned and make sure you're a part of this channel. Hope you're enjoying this content. I'm Ronen and I'll catch you in my next video.